Hi, welcome. My name is Susan Maude, and I am here for the Unitarian Universalist of Zurich service online, and I am your host today. Welcome. So, Unitarian Universalist is a open community, open faith, open religion, where all are welcome to bring their own wisdom from their religions, to bring it here and share it with each other in a safe space, and to open dialogue between the religions. We seem to need things like this because, as we see on a regular basis, there's a lot of fear and hate between the different religions. And so if we ever really want true harmony on the planet, true peace, then we need to start here with our beliefs. And this is also for the non-believers, for the atheists out there. You are also welcome. Sometimes it's nice to have a moment where we stop and we can reflect on the past week and reflect on our lives and the lives of people around us and the news and just everything. So you are also herzlich willkommen. That's in German. So you are with open arms or with a big heart welcome. And now I'm going to light the candle and we'll begin the service for today. So for us, I usually start with something called joys and sorrows, hopes and concerns, everything under the sun that you want to say. So what I can first say is, I think I need to take a deep breath. So let's do that. Let's take a deep breath in and hold it for 4, and then let it out. Now let's do it again. But this time, relax your shoulders, really put them down. And then in and out. Okay. So we've had a few shootings this week. Mass killings in our own country. Who is supposed to be not at war. When we exceed in our own country more killings in a week than people who are in a declared war or conflict zone, then we have to think, are we also in a war zone? And I say this with all concern and all sorrow. So I'm going to put that down for a second. Then I'm going to lift it now. And let's have a moment of silence for everyone who just lost their life in the past week in a supposed peaceful place. Through no fault of their own, just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. My heart goes out to you and your loved ones, for you will be dearly missed. I am so sorry for the loss of your life. May you rest in peace, in a better place, and may your loved ones left behind find peace with time. Okay. And you know what? I just was thinking, I had, last year I was quite involved with this group who was organizing events talking about wrongfully convicted people. And it is so sad when you happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time and you lose your life or you get injured. But then there are those who get a nightmare thrust upon them when they're perfectly innocent and they get caught up in a murder or because they look like the person who did the actual murder, or they get caught up because they're in the wrong place or was at the gas station at the same time that a killer was. And then mistaken identity happens and they get arrested and they get convicted and they spend years to decades in prison even though they are completely innocent. I knew prior to last year, I knew that these things were happening sometimes. I did not realize the scale of the happening. And this is just should not be. Now, a lot of the stories I heard were people who were taken off the streets in the 80s and the 90s and maybe the early 2000s. But it is still going on. And so it's being at the wrong place at the wrong time and having a similar description to whoever the bad person was. And this is so shocking, appalling, and disappointing. Our justice system can do better. Our police can do better. And my heart breaks for you, those of you who are in prison somewhere. My heart breaks for you, those of you who are getting out, who have lost everything. And those of you who know somebody in this situation, that you are trying to get them out and it's not working. My heart breaks. This is a candle of concern and a candle of sorrow. And I hope, a candle of hope, that truth will come out once and truly set you free. And disbelief that this could happen with all the stops and areas of protection. It does not protect all. And so, I think this is an important thing to talk about. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And being innocent and being convicted. It just should not be happening. And certainly not in our modern world with modern techniques. But I believe it is still going on today. So this candle is, again, for you, for your innocence. May it be discovered, and may you be freed to live your life. And sadly, there's also some states I've been informed about. There are some states that do not compensate for wrongful convictions. So, like if somebody's in prison for 30 years and then it turns out they were innocent all along, the state will not pay them for that time, those 30 years in prison. This is not civilized. This is not acceptable. It's time to change our judicial system and our prison system. It's not acceptable. You owe these people everything. All you states out there that don't pay wrongful convictions. Shame on you. So now, I offer this candle for you, for your hope or wish or concern or joy. This is for you. Okay, so again, I want to say this. This was on my agenda to say every time, but I've almost said it every time during these services, is that often it's said you have to forgive people for being bad to you. And I'm going to say, no, you don't. What you have to do is forgive yourself for trusting that person, for not knowing what evil they could do or what bad things they could do. Sometimes it's not evil, sometimes just bad. Or what kind of two-faced or lies they could tell you. You could not know. So you don't have to actually forgive them, and I don't recommend forgetting what they did. I do recommend you forgive yourself for trusting. You are a good person, and you trusted somebody, and they hurt you. You don't have to put up with the hurt anymore, and I recommend that you get away from these people as soon as possible. Because if they've hurt you once, there's a good chance they're going to keep hurting you. But if it's already happened and you already are away, then good for you. And just use caution in the future. That's all you can do. We are not mind readers. We cannot know what's in the heart and the mind of others. And we can't go through life not trusting. But we also have to use reality and notice what is real and what's not. And just use caution with any future endeavors and still trust. I know it's hard sometimes. And maybe some things are not even possible to trust again. That could also be. But just know that you were only doing what everybody else does. You trusted somebody, and they let you down. They hurt you. And it happens, and it's painful sometimes. But to hold on to a grudge or try to do vendettas is also not healthy. It's best to let it go, put your shoulders down, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and just know that you'll be wiser next time. It's a lesson you learned, and you know to be different. You don't have to stop things, but you have to maybe do things differently. And just try to do the best you can. That's all we can do, right? So, forgive yourself. You did nothing wrong. Then, I want to go over again the different principles of Unitarian Universalism. And this goes out to all the people who are innocent, all the people who were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and out to anybody who is interested in peace. It starts with these principles. Peace does. Each person is important. Each person is important. Be kind in all you do. Be kind in all you do. That's not always easy. We're free to learn together. Yes. Learning is important. And search for what is true. And search for what is true. I like to do that a lot. Truth matters. It's about integrity. All people need a voice. Yes. All people. Build a fair and peaceful world. Build a fair and peaceful world. And that's really what we should be really focusing on as much as possible. We got people who are angry, people who are not respecting each life as being important. And so the more we can spread these principles, the better. The more we can create harmony and contentment, the better. And then the last one is we care for our earth. We care for our earth. Destruction, bombing. It's dirty. It's gross. It's pollution. And it doesn't belong in our world. So I think we start by we care for our earth, meaning also the creatures on it and ourselves. So let's just put the guns and the weapons away. Put the bombs away. It's time for peace. It is. So that's the end of the UU principles that the religion follows. If those ring true for you, then maybe you want to go to your local Unitarian Universalist service and join in. I have to admit, I've discovered some variations in services. So some places are very well attended and organized, and others are not. Or you can just continue to come back to me, and we'll work through this together. That's also a possibility. But it's about respect, it's about integrity, and it's about being fair. Isn't that really how we're supposed to live? Then what do you need to hear? Well, we got all these people who are having shootouts, mass shootings this past week. So sounds to me like people feel that they're not being heard, and maybe they're not. And so we need to hear voices better. I think our world is moving maybe too fast, and we need to slow down. And there's a lot of pressure to do and be, and although doing and being is good, we don't have to move at, light speed. Don't forget to take a pause for yourself and recommend that to your friends. The more we can slow down just a little, maybe turn the rat race more into a bunny race. Maybe it'll be a bit nicer. Or even a turtle race. Enjoy your slow moments. Look for joy around you. And I think that's probably good for today. But I will say I am a doer. I'm not one to not do, so I can't, tell you not to do. So if you are a doer too, keep doing, but maybe don't forget to slow down. And listen to the voices around you too. If you're in a leadership position, definitely do that. People are hurting. I have solutions, but sadly, I'm not in a position to bring them to you, the people, yet. But I'm working on it. So we'll finish with my favorite Unitarian Universalist affirmation. It's from Edward Everett Hale, who was also a UU minister. And I'm going to say each line and then you repeat after me so that you know it too. It's a powerful affirmation to get you motivated to do something. So I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. The end. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to blow out this candle, but the light will continue in each of us until next time. Do you guys have stink bugs too? They're kind of weird, aren't they? They just cling to things and then fall occasionally. I don't know. And then they fly around once in a while. Anyway, yeah, I got stink bugs. But that's my life. So this light is for you and for me and for all of us. Let's take it with us through the next week, and I'll see you next weekend. Best wishes, and may peace be with you.